Hey guys, let's take a look at this interesting replay here. We go with this because the storms are always good. The arc light is really good for us too. The quick supply is pretty good in case we get a drop on round 2. We can take the drop and still go Phantom Race. The opponent is aerial spec, and he goes for the ball hound combo. It's pretty strong. Now we decide if we go for the Fang or for the Crawler. Seems like the Crawler might be slightly better here because the Hounds kind of counter the Fangs. They take a few extra shots to kill the Crawler, so it seems like the Crawler is a little better. So that's what we end up doing. And we'll see how this first round plays out. But this is a pretty interesting game because we start losing really badly, and the opponent does something interesting, and we find a way to take advantage of it. So there's a few interesting concepts to take out of this game. So we lose this pretty badly. It is what we expect. Both a skip on there, and then nothing too interesting there. Now we start going into our Phantom Rays as usual. Go for another arc light here just because we see the we need some chaff clear here. Now interestingly, we see the wasp kind of going straight for the tower. Thankfully we have the Phantom Rays there. That's why it's so good to have Phantom Rays on round 2 on the sides. It prevents all types of shenanigans. But it looks like the wasps with the aerial spec is able to take out the Phantom Rays. Usually it's the other way around. Usually the Phantom Rays can take care of the wasps, but not if the opponent is aerial spec. So it's a pretty close round, but we do end up losing from a few wasps that looks like are about to level up. So here we both go for the Phoenix. That was a bit quick there, but it just makes the most sense, I think, for both of us. He needs something to counter our Phantom Rays, and we need something that can counter his Phoenix or his steel balls. So now the opponent goes for the incendiary bomb, which I think is going to be the mistake of the game. One of the biggest mistakes of the game. He could have just upgraded and went range. I think that would have probably served him better, but he's just trying to clear the chaff a little bit faster. We actually end up selling out of, or no, we actually add some chaff now to here, which is really good since he went fire. So that was kind of like a direct counter to what we did this round with the Fang deployments, but we'll see later how that's gonna bite him in the butt. So we lose this round pretty badly. That's 3 rounds in a row, and this is starting to get worse and worse. I believe we go for the fire control system here because we have a level 2 unit, which is the Phantom Ray. We get the range on the arc lights because there's so much chaff here. There's also hounds that need to get cleared, and then we just get more Phantom Rays. Now we have enough money to get the cloak. The cloak is going to help with the survivability of the Phantom Ray, but it's also going to give extra 40% damage, which is going to be good into the steel balls. Now we actually borrow and just level up the towers just because we're not doing so well right now, and it just feels like our towers are always going to get taken eventually, so we may as well just get the first first tower fortification upgrade. As you see, it kind of the tower would have gone down a split second quicker, and the debuff would have lasted a few seconds more. So just those crucial seconds would make a difference, but we still end up losing, unfortunately. So that's 4 rounds down in the hole. We get a second unit drop. Opponent goes for the Mustangs, which makes sense, into our And we go for the sledgehammers, which makes sense into the steel balls. Opponent interestingly goes into mech div, which I'm not sure how strong the mech div is, as the feels like range is kind of what we see more often. And we just try to put the sledges in a vertical position so they could tank the steel balls. The sledges only use is to slow down the steel balls from getting to the tower. And with our remaining money, we just get more of the phantom rays. And he looks like he gets the subsidized steel ball card at some point, and he just keeps building more steel balls. So but he doesn't really build more phoenixes. I guess he thinks the mustangs can be pretty good. We start borrowing every round now, just so we could potentially get the momentum to come back from this game. You know, we also get the oil just because we have the money. It seems like being able to light this on fire is good for us. And things are still kind of looking a little rough here. We're kind of getting picked apart. The tower fortification is doing a lot for us, but we still will lose this tower now. But it looks like we started to win this side. He still has the two phoenixes left though, so not sure if we can clear all this up. But I have to say that whatever's left over here isn't significant. So it's starting to look like, you know, we're almost starting to turn things around. I don't know how. I guess it's just with the large quantity of phantom rays. So we lose 5 rounds in a row now. And the unit and the card drop comes. It looks like we just skip here. There's nothing interesting for us. And the first thing we do is just put down the crawler right in here, just so the fire can ignite for free for us, since he has the hounds. Opponent goes for Raidens, which is very smart. He's aerial spec, so he unlocks those for free. He gets the range, which is good. We're already borrowing again. We get more phantom rays, and get an attack and defense upgrade here. So we just get more phantom rays. Just go for the attack defense. We don't have enough money for the shield. We're looking at getting the shield soon. So with the fire coming down, we're able to clear this pretty easily, and we have so much left over now. So after losing 5 rounds in a row, we win our first round, which is round 6. Opponent goes for the speed. We go for the amplifying core because we have a level 3 phantom ray without any items on it. So it makes sense to get that item. For round 2, if we only had level 2, I mean, we could consider skipping it. And now we go for the shield because the shield's going to be great into the Raidens as well as the Phoenix. The Mustangs, they don't seem to be a threat. And now we get the oil. So the idea is we can use his own fire against him. We don't even have any fire hounds, or we don't have any fire ourselves, but because he's providing the fire, we can hopefully kind of reignite his fire and just spread it. And look at this, and like everything's on fire, and this is definitely hurting him more than it's hurting us. We don't have that much chaff, and this is all on fire. Unfortunately, we do lose the tower. But it's the phantom rays are cloaked, so it's not that bad. And we still end up cleaning this up very convincingly. So that's another round for us. So he goes for the enhancement module. For us, it looks like there's nothing really worth getting. I mean, the wasp swarm might be good, but you are going into the Mustangs. Now the opponent, he goes for, looks like he starts going for the wasp. Starts leveling up his Raidens with the enhancement module, which is a very good value. And for us, we just keep adding more Phantom Rays. He gets Chain on the Raiden, which is a good second tech, and he's also adding more Raidens. So this is starting to look a little scary for us, but thankfully the oil did a lot. Now he goes and puts his oil here, which we're not worried about at all. Like our chaff is basically not something we're not worried about our chaff surviving, really. I mean, we have limited chaff to begin with. We also level up this tower for one more level because it's the first tower that we're gonna lose, and we're gonna lose it every time because of all the steel balls. But all of a sudden, there's nothing left on the ground, and it's just cloaked rays going into the Raidens. And there's just too many of these cloaked rays. Cloaked rays do really well into the Raidens if they don't have enough technologies or quantity. So we go for the heavy armor here. We have high level units, high level level 3 Phantom Rays, where the heavy armor will be good for us. And now, interestingly, the opponent goes for the new unit, the new Abyss, because the Raidens weren't cutting it, and he's getting quite low on health now. This is this game is completely turned. Our oil comes off cooldown. We put it here. It's not really even going to make a difference because everything was getting lit on fire anyways. We level up the other tower to level 3. And notice we haven't even sold a single item. We don't have the field recovery to this game because it didn't really seem like we needed it. We get second level for attack and defense. We go for the tower range, tower speed. No flanks for us. And we're just planning to win this doing what we were doing before without adding any other kinds of units. We do add a missile down here just so this can get taken care of a split second earlier. So let's see how this battle goes. The Abyss will initially target the ground units. Once the ground units are gone, then they'll start going after the air units. But the beam isn't super accurate and doesn't necessarily take out. See here, it's I guess that's still on the ground here. Is it targeting the area? Doesn't seem like it's targeting the area here. So now it's starting to target the air, but it only took out one of the Phantom Rays, and now it kind of gets one shot by the other all our other Phantom Rays here. So what about this guy? So now looks like he's going. It only took out the shield of the level 4 Phantom Ray. Wow. The Abyss is just absolutely abysmal. And that's going to be enough to win the game after a 5-round beatdown. Now looking at the damage stats, he got range and he got swarm, which is kind of a pretty big commitment. I wonder if the wreckage recycling is good here. Probably not, just because it wasn't really hitting any of the Phantom Rays. And even when it did, it just took off the shield of the it doesn't do as much damage as it seems like it would, I think. But they still did fairly good damage, 140k. And I guess this is the This is so first and second in damage. So I just wanted to see how good the Abyss was, and would the Abyss be better than the Raiden against the Phantom Rays? So why don't we go and check that out? All right, here we are on the last round. As our opponent, we'll get the heavy armor. And I think what we can do is we can put the heavy armor on this high-level steel ball. And I think we just need to go more Raidens. And now we'll go for the EMP. As you may know, if you've seen the other videos, we quite often talk about how strong the EMP is against the, you know, in this case, triple tech Phantom Rays. They are super strong. So we need to sell out of something here. What is the least useful unit here? Maybe we sell out of one of the these guys just to get the range. Maybe let's just sell out of one of these balls here so we can get the temp tower range and speed. And let's see how this goes. So this is going triple tech Raiden with the EMP instead of the Abyss new Titan class unit. So it looks like the Raidens are doing quite a lot. Like everything is getting like disabled, and the chain is just ridiculous. So now it's just I mean, I don't even think we lost a single Raiden there. Okay. So I think with that much damage, the opponent would have easily won that last round if he just went EMP, mass Raidens, and you know, instead of going for the Abyss. So I think the verdict is the Raiden is with the EMP is amazing against Phantom Ray spam. And the Abyss is absolutely abysmal. All right. Hopefully that was enjoyable, and we'll see you in the next one.